brands are moats.
A strong brand is really potent stuff.
What we're trying to do is we're trying to find a business with a wide and long-lasting moat around it, protecting a terrific economic castle. In essence, that's what business is all about. What we're trying to find is a business that, for one reason or another, it can be because of its position in the consumer's mind, it can be because of a technological advantage, or any kind of reason at all, that it has this moat around it. And then what we have to decide is all moats are subject to attack in a capitalistic system. So everybody is going to try. If you've got a big castle in there, people are going to be trying to figure out how to get to it. And what we have to decide, and most moats aren't worth a damn in capitalism. I mean, that's the nature of it, and it's a constructive thing that that's the case. But we are trying to figure out why is that castle still standing? And what's going to keep it standing or cause it not to be standing 5, 10, 20 years from now? What are the key factors, and how permanent are they?
It's not a great business when you have to have a prayer session before you raise your prices a penny. I mean, you're in a tough business then. And I would say you can almost measure the strength of a business over time by the agony they go through in determining whether a price increase can be sustained.
The brand has to stand for something in the consumer's mind, because in the end, the retailer may want to shift to a house brand, private label, private labels have been around forever in the soft drink field. I mean, I can remember when I was looking at Cott Beverage and all of those and thinking, what will it do to us? I remember when Sam Walton sent me the first six-pack. He told me it was the first six-pack of Sam's Cola 20 years ago. And believe me, Walmart has plenty of power, but so does Coca-Cola. And the brand, you've got to nourish them. You've got to take very, very, very good care of them. They have to stand for the promise that's in people's mind about them. But a lot of people have tried to, I don't know how many dozens or maybe hundreds of cola beverages there have been over the years. RC Cola, they came up with the first diet product back in the early 60s, and that looked like a big maneuver. Wilkinson came up with the blade back in the 60s after Gillette, but Gillette ends up with 70% by dollar value worldwide of razor blades after 100 years. So you've got to protect a brand. You've got to enhance it in every way. You've got to get a promise in people's minds that gets delivered that way. But that's the question Charlie and I faced in 1972 when we looked at See's. See's was selling for $1.95 a pound. Russell Stover was selling a little cheaper. And you had to decide how much damage could a Russell Stover do if they came after See's and they copied our shops and all that sort of thing. If you protect a brand, if you got a terrific brand and you protect it, it's a fabulous asset, but you'll always have trouble dealing with Costco and Walmart and the rest of the guys, Kroger, you name it. They're tough too. But the great brands will survive and the great retailers will do well.